everyone, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here, and of course I hope you have an amazing day so far. Of course, what we're going to use for this DIY is we are going to use the smaller tumbling towel blocks, and of course the measurement of the blocks you always find in the description box down below. We have my container. You can make your own container with everything inside you need for your DIY, but the most important is of course the wood glue. I have here my paint, and of course I'm still in the season of the 4th of July, but you can change it up in any color. You don't have to do the 4th of July color, so don't worry if you don't like it, just change it up for your everyday decor. So I have the red, white and blue, and I have here my saucer with an old piece of kitchen towel which is wet to wipe away the glue. And of course, before I forget, if you're new here, of course I wish you welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see, and I hope you join me also. So as you see already, the first step is on the table, and of course I didn't tell you what we're going to make. We are going to make some 4th of July's trees, but of course with my own twist on it, and it is very easy to make. So don't worry if you don't normally DIY or craft, just make this one because you will enjoy this one. You will have the first step, because we're going to make a couple of sizes. For the first size tree, at least the top side of the tree, we're going to use a row of 7, a row of 6, a row of 5, a row of 4, a row of 3, a row of 2 and 1 loose block. So very easy. We are going to lay them flat on the table, and we're going to do some glue on the top side of 6 of them, over here and over here, and you do here of 5. You do some glue, and here you do on 4, over here, and here you do it on 3, and here you do it on 2, and on this one only 1. So what you're going to do, you place this one on top, place it on the side and squeeze it. You place this on top of here, this one on top of here, place it on the side, and you're going to squeeze it. You place this easy, you just build it up, and you just place this one, place it down, squeeze it together, make a straight line, and you do here the same. Place them on top, on the side, squeeze it, over here, and now you do it bigger and bigger. So that's why I keep it in my hand for a little more. Place it down, and we're going to squeeze it, so very gently. And now the last, of course, we do also this one over here and this one, and place it down, and we're going to squeeze it. Make sure that we have a straight line, because that's what we want. We're going to get our wet towel. We're going to wipe away the glue, and over here, and keep it in place while you're wiping away the glue. If you want to turn it, always do it fast. So I have this one, place it on the side, place it straight up, and do the back side. And if you want to have it in a straight line, just place it on the side, press it lightly down, and then place it down, and you always have a straight line. Press it down, and again lay it down, over here, press it down, lay it down, and this one, press it down and lay it down, and do this side also. And this one you can easily turn, because these are only 2 and 3 blocks. So again, we are going to give it a couple of minutes drying. So we only gave it a minute and a half before we're going to do some glue on this one. Over here and over here. Place this one straight up. The big one of 7 you place straight up. You get the one of 6 and you place it against here. And you see already, make sure that you have it equally on both sides. Then you get the one of 6. Of the one of 5, of course, not 6, because 6 is already here. The one of 5, and you just glue it together, press it down, and over here, then you get the one of 4. Do some glue, you place it against here, and you see already it's going to look like a little tree. Over here, you place this one on top, then we get the one of 2, and we place this one over here. And now we do the loose block, and this one will be, of course, you can do it this way, because I like mine this way, but you can also do it different and do it in a point if you like that a little better. So you can do both ways, but I think I'm going to go for this. I don't know if I like it or not. No, I don't like it. No, I don't like it. So I'm going to do it also because he needs, 3 needs a point. So this one needs to come up with this one. So now we're going to press it together. Make sure that all the pieces are nicely and equally on each side. So, and of course, also look at your piece and look at this side. If you see some glue, wood glue coming out, get a small brush like this and just go around the lines and make sure that you remove all the glue, because when you paint it, then you have another nice look if there are so many glue sticking out. So just go to the lines and then easy remove the glue, because with your towel it's a little bit hard. So again, we're going to press it down so everything is in the place where we want to have it, and we're going to let this dry in for at least 20 minutes. So you see already, I have a table full. In the meantime, while the smaller one is drying, we have a block of 9, of a row of 9, a row of 8, a row of 7, a row of 6, a row of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 loose block. And we do here the same now. From the one of 9, we do 8 blocks, we do some glue. So very easy, you just do it on the top. You do of the row of 8, you do 7 of the blocks, you do some glue, and this one you do some 6 of the row of 7, and here 5, and here 4, and this one will be really bigger than the rest. So again, and this one. And what we're going to do, you can also place it on the side. It's also easy to do. Just row them together, place them on the side, this way, and this way, and this way, and then going to squeeze them together until one piece. And of course, if you have a carpenter square, just place them against there. I have one, but I don't use it. I'm a little stubborn. I like do it this way because I do it, I think, all my life. As long as I'm doing crafts, most of the time I always feel with my hands. But that's not everyone's cup of tea. Everyone can do it their own way. This is just my way. Squeeze it again. You do here the same. Place it on the side. Roll them together. And you see already now this one will be really a little bigger than the other one. But you can size it up any way you like. You don't have to use this size. You can go one in between, because this is 2 blocks longer as the other one. But of course you can do it 3 higher, 4 higher. You can do anything. Of course, you see already I do it wrong, because now I have this one and this one needs to be over here. So talking and working, the one of 3, the one of 4, the one of 5, the one of 6, the one of 7, the one of 8 and 9. And I'm going to clean up the blocks and of course let them dry for a minute, minute and a half. So again, I take the one of 9 and I'm going to place it over here. Make sure that it is straight. And of course, when it goes apart, it doesn't matter. Just glue it together again like this. It doesn't matter. Now you get the one of 8. You do some glue over here. Make sure that on each block is a little bit of glue. Place it on top over here. You do the one of 7. And again, very easy. You place it over here. And again, press it down. Press all together. Then you do this one, the one of 6. And you place it over here. And if you're wrong, you can immediately see it, because then you have the wrong part of the blocks. And we do the one of 5, the one of 4, the one of 3, and the one of 2. And of course, this one you can do again this way, or you can do it in the right way, of the straight way, that you have it straight up. So we're going to squeeze them, and we're going to make sure that we have them in the line where we want to have it, and let it dry in also for 20 minutes. So you see again, for number 3, it will be the biggest size. And of course, I have here 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 because I do it in half because my mat is too small. So I'm just going to do from the 11, of course, we do 10 blocks with some glue over here, and here we do 9 blocks of glue. And it is so easy and so fast to do. And I use the wood glue, but you can use, of course, some hot glue. But always, like I tell you, with this DIY, it can easy because it doesn't break easily because it's one big wooden base. But if you have a little bit of the smaller details on a piece, then use the wood glue because that glues always a little bit better. And again, over here, and now the last. We do 5, and again we're going to row them on the side, and we row them until one piece, because or else our mat is too small if I do it differently. So, and the last we're going to give it some pressure over here and make sure that we have a straight line. We go to the side, row them together this way. And I hope that you're really doing this one together with me. And like I told you in the beginning, I have my a couple of DIYs, not a lot of 4th of July's DIYs anymore, because I already did a lot. You will find in the description box there you find the channels, of course, and there you can find more DIYs of the 4th of July, and of course also from last year's, because I made already a lot of them. So you can change this one up, because I know there are people also from different countries. Someone already from Canada, from lots of different ways. So I understand if you don't like it, you can change it up for the colors from Canada, from Australia. You can choose anything. But of course, you can also easily do it for the everyday decor. Make it in gold or silver or black or white. You don't have to do it, of course, in this color. This is just very simple, easy trees you can place anywhere in your decor, even for the Christmas season. And of course, Christmas in July is also coming. So there will be also lots of inspiration for you on this channel, and of course on all the other channels you will find in the description down below. So now we're going to clean it up and give it a little moment, and then we're going to do the other part of this tree. So now we're going to get the bigger one, and of course we have to place it straight up, and we're going to do the 1 of 10 with some glue over here, and we place it against here. Give it a little bit of pressure, make sure that you have it in the line you want to have it. Then we're going to go for the 1 of 9, and we're going to place it. Oh, you see already, it doesn't matter even when it breaks, just glue it together again, because my blocks are not totally straight, all of them. I don't know which one did sort the pieces. I think a computer did, but it was not the right one, because the blocks are all going this way. We are going to do this one over here. But I think a lot of you have the same problem that I have. Place it over here, and we do this one. And we place this one over here. And the last for this part. And place it over here. We're going to press it together. Make sure that all of them are glued nicely. This one needs to go a little to this side. This one over here and over here. And press it together. And we're going to lay it aside, and we're going to do the top. So for the top we only need 1 of 5, 1 of 4, 1 of 3, 1 of 2 and a loose one. So again we do some glue on the top side. Over here. And over here. Of course we need enough glue, and this one. And we place them also on the side. And this way you're going to squeeze it. Give it some pressure. Also this 4 on the side. Oh, not this way. No, it doesn't matter. Glue it together again. I wipe away the glue in a moment. And this way. And you see already with me it's also not going right. So don't worry. You're just the same like everyone else. We just try it and we make one big mess. But at the end we hope always that we get a nice looking decor piece. So again, you do wipe away the glue over here. And turn it over, do the back side and do this side. Turn it over, clean up your mat so you get a nice work piece. So, And now we're going to give it a little moment rest. So now again, we're going to get our bigger block. We're going to place it down again. And we just go further where we left off. Again, we do the 1 of 5. And place it over here, the 1 of 4. Place it over here, the 1 of 3. Place it on this one and the 2. Over here. And the loose block. And over here. So now we're going to press it together until one piece over here. And now we're going to wipe away the glue and we're going to let this rest also for 20 minutes. Now, of course, we have our 3 simple and easy trees, but we're going to change them up a little because I'm going to give them a stand. You can make stands any way you like. There are lots of beautiful creators on YouTube who makes also trees and also make a nice, beautiful piece. So go check them out. If you don't like this, totally fine. Maybe you find something else somewhere else. But I'm going to change mine up the way I think I like it. So I'm going to place this 3 aside and we're going to make a bottom for all 3 of them. So we're going to go for the stand. For the under piece, we're going to for 1 row of 6, 1 row of 5 and 1 row of 4. So we're going to do the smallest line of the block and we row them very easy together this way. We do it over here with also number 5 and you just simply row them together. And the last, the 1 of 6. And of course you do on 5 you do some glue and number 6 is the closure up. You're going to squeeze them from the inside to the outside. And you do it over here, squeeze it together and this one, squeeze it together. And we're going to wipe away the glue. We're going to do this side and if you want to move it to the back side, just do it fast, place it on the side, clean up the side and do it back. Over here also, clean up, do it fast, place it straight up, clean up your mat and turn it over to the other side. And again, do this side and again, straight up and you do the back side. And of course, always go back to make sure that you have a nice straight line. And if you have your carpenter square, just place it down. So again, I'm going to give it a couple of minutes rest. So now we have our piece of 4, piece of 5, piece of 6. We're going to get 2 loose blocks. We're going to do some glue on the underside over here and we glue it on this side. We do it over here, some glue over here and we place this one on this side. Make sure that you have them straight. Press them together over here and we do here the same. Of course, what you also can do is just some glue on this side and on this side and then place your blocks against. That's also nice and fast to do. So you can also do it this way. You do some glue on this side and on this side. Place it down and get 2 loose blocks and glue it together and press it down. And we're going to place it aside to let it dry. Also with this one, get your small brush. If glue is sticking out, always go back to the sides and look for that there is not too much glue coming out because that's not really a nice side to see and it doesn't give a nice high-end look. So again, let it dry in for at least 10-15 minutes. So now we're going to do the feet, which will be in between, and also I'm going to do this in different heights because for the smaller one I do 1 double, for the medium one I do 2 double, and for the bigger one I do 3 double. And what I mean by that is just very easy. I'm just glue this one on top of each other, and for this piece I'm going to keep it very simple because you can make, of course, the middle piece as difficult as you like, but for this time I chose to do it simple and easy so everyone can make it and make it fast, because already not everyone has a lot of time to make DIYs. So I'm going to do it for everyone as fast as I can. So again, place it on the side, squeeze it, and we're going to clean it up and let it dry in. So now we have our loose one, our 2 blocks, and of course our 3. What we're going to do with the 2, we're going to do some glue on the top, and we're going to glue them together until one piece. And we do here the same. This will be, of course, the 3-piece. And we're going to row them until one piece together. Make sure that you have a straight line and clean it up. And always go back until you are happy with how the result is. If you're not happy, just break it apart, turn it around, do another piece, because you see already this still can remove a lot still. So wood glue is very forgiving, and just wait until you are really happy with the result. If you're not happy, don't let it dry yet. So if everything is correctly, you have the same pieces. Like I have 3 trees, and you also can use this tree this way, maybe for in the tier tray, maybe the smaller ones. You can do anything you like. Of course, you have 3 stands and 3 middle pieces in sizes. I have here my colors red, white and blue, so I'm going to color one blue, one red, one white, and here the same and here the same, so I can mix it up with the colors. Of course, I don't want to bore you with a lot of painting, so don't worry. I always do it step by step, but I will bore you with so much painting. So I'm going to choose my colors for each tree. So I made up my mind. I'm going to do for the bigger one, I'm going to use the blue, for the middle piece the red, and for the smaller one the white. And of course then you can mix it up with the other parts. But I'm using a blue acrylic paint, so the wood is still coming through a little, but it is really dark blue. So I like a little bit of the darker colors, but of course choose anything. Maybe you don't even like it, so do whatever you think is right. So I did paint all my pieces in the red, white and blue. I was going through my stash because I want to do something different on the top. And of course I did find some little wooden birds. They are very small. You find them because they were bought here. You can hang them in your tree for a summer or spring tree. But of course I will remove the twine on the back side of the, you see already, you can easily pull it out. And I'm going to paint one in the black, in the blue, one in the red and one in the white. So, and then I'm going to place them, also mix them up and place them on top of my trees, because I think it gives a little bit more a different and unique piece on it. So I'm going to paint them. So you see already I have the trees in the colors I want. And of course I have here my box with letters. I just bought new ones. Normally I have them in some organized boxes. But of course I have some new one. I do the letters USA on top. But you can do maybe God bless, freedom. You can do anything. So I'm going to do the USA. And of course I'm going to make sure that this one is high. But these two try to level up a little bit, or else it will look really strange. So I'm going to place them where I want it, and then I'm going to give them some glue with my hot glue, because with my wood glue, because then it settles a little bit better. So you see I placed the trees next to each other, and I'm just leveled it up a little. Of course the S can always be a little bit higher, so I'm going to do it this way, but of course you can place it anywhere you like. So I'm going to get a little tip, and I leave it in the wood color. But of course you can give it also another color. A little over here, a little glue, and over here I have to look for, and I'm just going to place it down. I'm doing a little on the letter S. Also, I don't want to have too much over here. And now the letter A. And again, a little of the wood glue on the letters. And I'm going to place it down over here. And then I'm going to look for if I really have it where I want to have it, and then you're going to press it down. So now we have our letters on top. And of course I have here my 3 stands, the middle pieces, and I'm going to glue them under here. So very easy, you just do some glue on the top side, over here, not too much. I try to keep it as less as I can, because or else it will fall out. And I'm going to place it exactly in the middle. Over here, give it some pressure and let it dry in for a little moment. And I'm going to do this too also. So you see now we have our 3 sizes of our feet. Of course, we're going to get the smallest tree, and of course the blue one is for the smallest tree. We're doing some glue on the underside over here. And we're going to place it exactly in the middle over here. And then we're going to press it down and we're going to let it dry in for a little moment, and we're going to get our smaller brush and we're going to go easy wipe away around the pole and just wipe away the glue we don't need. Of course also on this side. And we're going to let it dry in. Of course, I do also the other 2 trees on top of here. So, and of course, I leave my trees a little simple, but you can decorate it as crazy as you like. Now we still need the birds. And of course, my idea was to do it on top, but I don't know. I'm going to do it, I think, under here. So just against this pole. So I'm going to get my hot glue, and I do a little bit of hot glue. Of course, first I'm going to look before I'm going to glue it, I'm going to look for where I want to have it. So I do a little bit of glue on the underside of my bird, and I'm going to place it on the side of the pole, and this way keep it in place for a little moment until it is dried in. And you see, this is how he's looking like right now. And I'm going to do the other birds also over here. So I was looking at my trees and I think they are needing a little bit of something over here on all 3 of them. So I'm loving twine, but of course maybe it's not your cup of tea. So I'm going to do a couple of turns on the first and the second row in between. So I'm going to start on the back side. So I'm going to do a little drop on the back side in the first and the second layer over here, and I'm going to lay my twine in here. So very easy, just lay it in here and let it dry in for a little moment, because hot glue needs a little moment to dry. So again, place it down and wait until it is dried up. So you see, I showed you a little bit closer. This is what just a little drop in the row of the first and the second. You do a little drop over here and then place your twine in between. And of course, he is already dried up. And now we're going to, very easy, we're going to do a couple of turns this way. So over here, you just let him fall down in the first and the second row. I showed you in the moment a little bit better. So over here. I do it over here, place the other one over the first one, and again over here. We're going to turn it, we're going to turn, and again we're going to go for row number 3, move it down over here and this way. And of course my twine needs to come out and of course it's always when the camera is running, it's a little bit tricky, but it doesn't matter, we will get there at the end. Of course, I let it use, not wait for this. So we go further, we have now row number 3, we're going to go to row number 4. And again, we're going to cut it off over here on the back side of the tree. And again, this way. And I'm going to place it down a little. And I'm going to do a little bit of glue over here, and I place my twine in between. Always be careful that you don't burn yourself. So you see, I have it over here, this way. And now you get a finishing touch like this. And I think it gives a little bit more a look to your tree. But of course, you can change it up any way you like. I'm going to do, of course, all the other 2 trees also. So I made all 3 of the trees with the twine. And of course, you see in a moment the quick impression. And you see finally a quick impression of my Tumbling towel block 4th of July trees. And I'm so happy how all 3 of them turned out. Of course, I hope you give this one a try. And everyone who is new here, I hope you enjoy what you saw. And if you do, I hope you will click the red subscribe button if you're not subscribed to the channel. And click the bell so you will be notified every time I upload new DIYs. Everyone have an amazing day and hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.